Hey everyone, and welcome back to Pandemonium, where today we are finally going to get to doing our tier list here of PMSL CSA Fall 2024 and see who might be able to make it over into PMGC and who will be at the bottom of the tier list. Oh, we don't want to be there. And with Jason, how you doing?
Or do you want to be on the bottom of the tier list? Because I see Hot Drop tier down there. Maybe we could think of a couple teams that want to be there. But yeah, man, I'm excited because we have, the finals kicking off for us when we're recording this tomorrow. You guys might be watching this actually in the future. You might be watching it tomorrow when it's about to start. But either way, I'm excited to see who's finally going to get through out of CSA, man, because I still feel like we have one of the strongest regions in the world, even though 4MV let us both down at PMWC and Falcons let you down at PMWC.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not even thinking about SEA because I don't know what's been happening with my boys of Alter Ego. So you know what? We'll just focus on CSA right now. I don't want to be too depressed at the end of this video, Jason. But to kick things off, you saw the hot drop tier. I'm just going to put... There you go. Stalwart, not noobs. We'll get back to them later, but they're punished right now, okay? So I'm not going to talk too much.
They're in timeout.
In timeout for right now.
You should have made that instead of hot drop tier, Picado.
We could you know what? Give me a second. We'll just rename it. Picado. There you go. That's a new tier for the Stalwart and not noobs. Okay, but clearly here, looking at top 5 teams, Jason, I think we can somewhat agree with a few contenders. I think we're looking at 4MV. Yeah? Hey,
yeah.
You shouldn't. Okay, I was going to be like, there's no way you're thinking about this right now.
I had to think, like, does Doc know where I live? Because, you might nade me again.
He'll nade your entire building and just take it out completely. Falcons, I would say, sure, a bit of doubts at the start, but I would put them top 5, Jason. You really don't think so? Ooh, okay, I thought...
Okay. In my heart, I want to put top 5, but... realistically, I don't know if I want to put them top 5. I feel like for me, they might potentially just be a contender, but for the sake of this, I will lean more towards your direction about them top 5, but I still would kind of put them at contenders because I don't know what Falcons we're going to get in the finals because we've seen a hodgepodge of skill out of this team during the league stage.
You know what, Jason? We'll just leave them at the very right end of the top 5. You know, at the lowest tier in top 5, and then we'll leave them there. Are there any other teams you would like to see in top 5 here currently? I think R8, but R8's been also a bit topsy-turvy, I feel, recently, so I'm not sure what to really expect from them. I'm hoping they make Zerich play from the start, but it is a bit odd. Yeah.
I think, let's be honest, I think going to the finals, the teams that we saw playing in week 3 of the rosters, the lineups we're going to be seeing in the finals. R8, man, again, my heart wants them top 5, but they have not really shown it. They did have a much better week 3 than previous weeks. I think let's put them as contenders for now and come back to it, because if we're looking at top 5, right, I'm trying to think of what 5 teams might make it. And R8 could be in there because I'm not sure if I'm convinced there's a set 5 in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, right now, if we're going in the vein of top teams that have been a bit disappointing this season, I feel like if we put R8, we have to put IHC. Like, for me, that just makes sense. No? What?
Lower.
You put them in meh?
I'd put them in meh.
Really?
They've had 3 weeks to show what they can do, and 3 weeks they've just let us down. I wouldn't put them as contenders. I know naturally they should be. They won PMGC, but man, if we're ignoring the fact that they won PMGC, Max, right? Never happened. Never happened. Where would you actually put them if you completely erase that from your mind? No, I mean, but really, like, where would you put them if you ignored the fact they won PMGC with how you saw them play in just PMSL?
Oh, it's been bad. I would put them low tier contenders because I know that they have the fragging potential.
Ever happening?
Oh my. Okay, without kind of high meh.
High meh. Okay, yeah. So we originally were like, we don't need like 5 different tiers for this, so we cut it down to 4. Maybe we did need like 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like they've just not. I know they have the potential. Falcons have the potential. R8 have the potential, but we haven't seen it. We have not seen it all season long. They have consistently been, like a 10th place team for IHC, not like they're contenders for another world title.
Yeah. I would have to agree with them in meh, or like high meh or low contenders, in my opinion.
You know what? I'll put them in contenders. I'll put them just for the fact that we know what they can do when they're on. We know how they can perform when they play well. And finals, to me, is its kind of own beast.
If they get an Everest circle, Jason, you're not ready.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's over. It's over. But at the same rate, I'm looking at PMWC, and again, they were let down there when a lot of money was on the line. But for the sake of it being IHC, I'll give them a contenders. I'm leaning more towards meh, but we can give them contenders.
Okay. I feel like we've taken a while already with those teams currently. I want to just try and throw a few meh teams out there, and I want to tell me if you agree or disagree. A1?
No. Yep.
Meta tier. I'm going to have to put
Pride.
potentially Major Pride and Regicide currently.
Yep.
Like, Shoto's great, but sorry, it's not been looking amazing for them. So those are 3 teams. Meta tier seems pretty accurate to me.
I would almost put Leo in there.
Leo?
Almost. I don't know. I've not been as convinced by them and Huzaifa as much as you have been. I mean, look at the results across the weeks, right? 18 points in week 1 for bonus points, for league ranking points, 6 for week 2 and 2 for week 3. They've on this like steady downward decline that I don't know if they're going to be able to bring it back in the finals.
I would just say that the fact that they performed well in week 1 when a lot of the top teams were not performing well, it doesn't bode well for the finals, right? So I do agree. I would put them high maybe because we've seen that potential, but it's taken a bit of time to get back there. So yeah, Leo definitely high meh for me at least.
Can I throw one in here?
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
I'm going to surprise all the fans out there. I'm going to put I8. Yeah, you already...
I knew you were going to say I8. I was like, where are they going?
You know what? I'm going to put them top 5.
Top 5?
I mean, they're already qualified from PMGC points, but I legitimately think they could be top 5 this event for sure. They have definitely turned things around. I think a lot of that goes to Phallic. I think your boy Naki hasn't really played well, to be honest. I feel like maybe he's still trying to find his place within the team, but Phallic has been huge for this roster.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, they're the best team in Pakistan right now. Sorry, crypto fans, okay, but it is true. Okay, Phallic right now is the GOAT of Pakistan. And they've been looking good. So yeah, I'll definitely put them like below Falcons and 4MV. Would you put them above Falcons maybe, Jason? I don't know.
They've been more consistent.
Okay, let's
Falcons,
do it. Middle of the pack. Here you go.
The worst part is it's only like 1 point in the league ranking points that they're beating them. But they've shown more consistency. Week 3 was a little bit rough, only getting 9 points, but still, they've shown it. They have the potential to do it.
I want to go on to a team that's been consistently improving and actually got like the first place of week 3. It is going to be DRS. I don't think they're quite top 5 yet, Jason. I think there's potential there. I would put them the highest of contenders. I think that is definitely a position where they look really good recently. Actually, maybe... Actually, really? Because against R8, it's hard.
Well, not even just R8. You have Demorsta you haven't put in yet. Yeah. You have Arc Red as well, who's been popping off lately.
Oh, it's tough. I put them above IHG because IHG really disappointed me, to be honest. We were hesitating between contenders and mess. I feel like DRS in the middle of the pack is good. But yeah, R8 might still have to remain up there. But Demuerte, actually, Jason, where would you put them? You bring them up. Where do you put Demuerte?
I mean, they finished 2nd overall, right? Their week 3, they finished midway. It's tough, man. It's really tough. I feel like I'll give them a top 5.
Top 5 at the bottom?
I think I'll give them a top 5. At the bottom of top 5.
Yeah.
I think even behind Falcons, I feel like they haven't had as much experience at this very like critical points of an event as Falcons have 4MB have. Maybe not I8, but I would put them in there just at the bottom. I
think everyone also said when talking about Demuerte in the chat, and I find it very interesting, and I do somewhat agree with that, is that in long-term events, they can be super consistent, like we've seen, right? But the moment they reach these super, like, small sprints of tournaments, like 3 or 4 days or global events, they really tend to struggle. So they're a contender, but clearly we need to see them be able to get these big wins really quickly. Otherwise, they might just not be able to hold on to a top 5 position to make it into PMGC. So,
man, I'm getting a little bit worried right now, right? Because we have 3 teams left, AOR, Arc Red, and Hora. But I don't think I would give either of them top 5.
I agree. I would not. Like, Arc Red's been playing great in week 3. Like, genuinely, bad boy, goddamn. Like, this guy is cracked. I would put them as contenders. Middle of the pack contenders, in my opinion. Like, maybe right behind... Actually, maybe even above.
You cannot put it higher than DRS. DRS has been way more consistent.
Okay, fair enough. I just like Bad Boy's gameplay.
Who doesn't like Bad Boy?
Bad Boy, top 5.
Bad Boy and his cousin, Naughty Boy.
We'll put him there. AOR now, which is a team that's been, you know, middle of the pack. They got 13 points in week 1, then 14, then 13. So, like, always middle of the pack, right? A little bit higher towards the first page. They've been consistent. I would have to put them also in contenders, right? But I'm not sure where. It's getting kind of complicated in contenders.
I would put them bottom of contenders.
Below IHG. Okay.
Yeah, because for me, they're kind of between the two right now. I don't know why. In my head, they're between contenders and meh. But I think they're deserving contenders. I think even Hora is deserving contenders. But like where in the list, I don't know.
Here. I would put them here, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, if you look at their positions, right, they've been having a downward slope after week 2. Where they were consistently top of the tables and only 5 placement bonus points in the 3rd week, which is like really low in the rankings. I'd even like hesitate between here and like near Leo.
See, the reason I put them in towards contenders at the bottom is because the third party they did these last couple of weeks was fantastic.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed seeing them like be very proactive in third party in fights. And to me, that's a team that's going to be successful. They weren't afraid to do it. They were looking for those eliminations. I think in week 3, I mean, that's also a good point because we saw, more of our normal team step up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I can go with either. I think slightly more towards contenders, but I don't know how like third party is really going to work for them when it comes to the finals.
They're mere contenders, that's the titles for them. But okay, so on a serious note, now we have this Picado tier for the memes. Realistically, where do we envision these teams? For me, Stalwart is a way better iteration than what we had from Stalwart in spring. Just a hot drop is a real big issue. I feel like you've got so many like points you're just throwing out the window, Jason. It's tough.
It's like, okay, so if they don't hot drop anymore Picado, top 5.
Exactly.
For me.
Top, really?
Top 5. I think they can do it. If they stop hot dropping in Miramar, I think they can do it. If they keep hot dropping, I put them as a contender.
Oh wow, I was gonna put them like behind DRS in contenders, but you put them top 5.
I think they can do it. They've looked much better. You know what? Am I misspeaking now?
Like Fearless was looking amazing in particular. Like Krito was the standout player, but Fearless had an amazing season, right? So there's definitely potential there, and that's in the situation of they stop hot dropping, right? Otherwise, you're missing out on 6 Miramar matches.
I'll drop them to contenders. I think I'll put them in contenders if they continue to hot drop in the meh. Because I don't care how well they do, I will never respect them for continuing to fight in Picado when finals and PMGC's on the line. So they're like, no hot drops contenders. If they hot drop, meh. Or even lower than that if we made a new rank.
Okay. And now looking at the final team here, not noobs. The like wildest run really this season. Just decent first week, horrendous last place second week, and then just almost the entirety of week 3, except at the end they were first place. I don't know what to expect from this team, so purely because of that, I want to put them in the middle of the pack of contenders, like almost below Arcred and IHC.
It's like, what not noobs will we get?
Exactly.
In the finals is the question, and we don't really know.
But for right now, it doesn't matter. They're back down to Picado until proven differently. So you're staying down there in the corner. But Jason, I do want to end this tier list video by doing one simple prediction here, which is, who do we genuinely think is going to be winning PMSL CSA Fall 2024? Which team do you have on your mind?
4MV.
4MV?
I feel like week 3, they were playing just like whatever. Not even league fatigue. They were just like, this week doesn't really matter to us. We're nowhere in finals. The bonus points. I feel like that's where we're going to start to see Doc maybe group more with his team and punish. I feel like 4MV are going to smash everyone.
Yeah, I like it. Doc was just like, you know what, you guys? 3v4 this team. I'm going to 1v4 this team. And I think they're going to bring their A game in the final. So you know what? I feel like it's hard to not pick 4MV. So I'm going to have to go 4MV too. Hopefully no curse.
Crap!
We'll see.
No!
Max, you can't. Please! It's too late. That's why I asked you to go first, Jason. But with that said, thank you very much, everyone, for checking out this video. Tell us in the comments if you agree with our tier list or if you disagree. And also feel free to tell us you were wrong after the finals are over. Or if we were right, also feel free to tell us and follow us on pandemonium_news over on Instagram, TikTok, and the YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow for the start of the CSA finals.